We're going to go over the 3 steps to becoming a 6-figure tax professional. What we're going to cover: break down the 3 steps to becoming a 6-figure tax professional. Why now more than ever is the best time to join the tax industry. Who exactly this program is designed for. The biggest challenge every tax business struggles with and how to overcome it. But before we dive into that, I first want to share a little bit about myself. I've been in the tax and insurance industry since 2002. I've owned and managed several tax preparation offices and preparers. I've used and transferred several CRMs, including tax preparation softwares. I've filed several thousands tax preparations, earned a couple of business awards, and been published in a couple of business journals. And I'm heavily involved in the educational nonprofits. Just a little bit about myself as I share with you this information. Now, the journey wasn't easy. Software companies change, regulations change, tax credits change that are based on income, fluctuations in the economy, tax credits, and the tech provider is not properly servicing tax preparers industry. It's a barely evolving industry right now. It's very exciting because things look like they're moving really quickly, and so this is the nature of this information. First off, let's get a better understanding of the tax industry itself. The tax industry is consistently growing every year. Even with the pandemic hitting so many businesses across the country, I'm sure you all know at least someone who has impacted negatively by the pandemic. The tax industry saw a huge jump in volume over the last year alone. Since COVID, the tax, financial, and technology markets are growing and churning at exponential rates. Technology is now available that allows for tax professionals to work anywhere in the world. New businesses and added tax complexities increase the need for professional third-party support. There's a growing population needs, and there's a need as folks adapt to the new, more efficient processes and systems. Okay, are you ready to learn the 3 bulletproof steps on how you can become a 6-figure tax professional? Step 1, getting your credentials, your Inc., your PTIN, your EFIN, your EIN, etc. So the very first step of becoming a tax professional is going to be getting the right credentials. Now, believe it or not, some of this actually took me a couple of years to figure out because when I first started, the person I was working with wanted to keep me in my place and didn't want for me to grow beyond working with them. So this information was hard to find and hard to figure out. So let's break it down. First, you should definitely incorporate. This obviously makes you legit business if it gives you a lot more trust and confidence to your customers and also protects you in case anything goes wrong. Now, incorporating can be fairly straightforward process. You should typically just do it yourself through government or state websites. Get the forms, fill it all out, and you can use some online services that you have to pay for all of the way going through a corporate lawyer, which could cost you up to a couple of $1,000s to have them all set up the right way first. But once this is down, now you have a business, you can operate out of which you opens up a ton of additional write-offs and you can leverage. Next up is going to be the PTIN, which is a Preparer Tax Identification Number. Basically, this allows for you to do tax returns. It's fairly easy to get if you know where you go. And from here, you could just go out and work for a tax company. But you're not here to just go work for someone else, right? So the third credential you need to have. This is your EFIN, your Electronic Filer Identification Number. This basically means that you can now be the boss and be the one who sends completed tax returns directly to the IRS. This is the level you want to get in order to become a successful 6-figure tax pro. So now let's move on to step 2, becoming a 2 tax professional. Now that we have our credentials, now that we got the business set up, we got our PTIN and our EFIN, so we can actually operate and send tax returns ourselves to the IRS. At the end of the day, that is your service that you offer. We need to know how to do it, right? Now, here's where I've seen a lot of people overcomplicate this step. Some people, and maybe some of you right now, might be thinking that it's going to be very complicated and challenging to learn. Some people think that they're going to have to learn all the tax codes and you have to be an expert at taxes before starting a business. Well, I'm here to tell you that the majority of people who come in to file their taxes are some of the easiest returns. You do not have to understand corporate tax returns from the beginning. You don't need to understand capital gains or asset appreciation or any of that stuff in the beginning. If you simply focus on the fundamentals of an individual tax return, uh, you'll be able to service the majority of the everyday person who needs help with their taxes. Now, down the road, you can definitely sharpen your skills and enter business returns if you want. But I'll tell you this, there is a specific type of tax return and a specific type of customer that is not only the easiest tax return to do, but they're also the most lucrative as well. Now, are you wanting to start a business to work as hard as possible to make pennies, or are you wanting to start a business to earn dollars? The next step is software and operations, or also known as tools and processes. Now, first off, let me tell you a story about tax software. Tax software can become expensive real quick. I was paying literally thousands of dollars every year on software for my business because at the end of the day, you have to have tax software to do tax returns. How else are you going to file electronically to the IRS? I've used about every type of software that's on the market today, and let me tell you this, not all softwares are the same. They don't all have a portal where you can log in online. They don't all have electronic signatures requests. They all don't do text message communications. They all don't do email from inside the system. They all don't do a lot of things. They all don't work online with a team, with endless users. They all work differently. So making sure that you have a software that allows for you to keep your costs low and your process efficient is a key factor. With the right software, you can avoid security risks. You can be 100% cloud-based, which means you just need a laptop and the internet to be able to access your business all around the world. Too many overcomplicated softwares. You want software that is simple to use. You just punch in the numbers and make sure that you have software that works for you. All right, guys. So far, we've covered 3 steps to becoming a successful 6-figure business owner. Step 1 is getting the right credentials. You guys recall incorporation, PTAN, and EFIN. Step 2, becoming a tax professional by learning how to do taxes for the customer base that will be the easiest returns and make you the most money. And finally, step 3, the software and tools to take your business from startup to success. Now, before we go any further, I want to quickly share with you the number 1 reason why so many tax businesses fail and how you can avoid it. Simply put, it's goal setting and customer acquisition. First of all, if you do not know where you want your business to go, how are you going to get there? Think of it. If you need to get some groceries, but you don't know where the grocery store is, how long do you think it's going to take for you to get back home with a load of groceries? You're going to have to stop along the way, ask random people, hopefully they don't give you the wrong directions, or would it be easier to plan where the nearest grocery store is, drop it on Google Maps, and then follow the step-by-step directions to reach the grocery store the fastest way possible? Well, that's the same in business. You need to clearly define a path to take with a roadmap that guides you along the path step by step. So let's go through a quick strategy you guys can actually take away from this call. The first one is building your list. A list is simply, who do I know who files their taxes? The first list you make is your familiar list. This will be your friends, family, relatives, etc. People you're close to and talk to often, okay? Now, how many people could you put on this list? Do you think you can convert them to file your taxes with you? On average, a tax return is anywhere from $300 to $400. So how many people do you think you could get and file their taxes this coming year? Give it some thought before we go to the next page. So, how many people do you think you could get and file their taxes for this upcoming year? 10, 20? Keep in mind, each one of these tax returns takes less than an hour to complete. Simply doing 10 tax returns could generate $3,000. Doing 20 would generate $6,000. Do you guys see the massive potential you have right now to generate a significant amount of revenue this upcoming season? So, at this point, you now know the 3 bulletproof steps to becoming a successful six-figure tax professional, and the #1 reason why tax businesses fail and how you can avoid it. From here, you basically have 3 paths you can take. Path #1, you can do nothing with what you've learned today and continue as you were. And if this isn't for you, hey, no problem. Path #2, you can take what you've learned today and try to go out and do everything on your own. Or path 3, you can leverage my experience and let me walk you through every step of the way to becoming a six-figure tax professional. Are you ready to see what's included? What you have available is a tax preparers membership program. This is a joint venture membership program serviced by MyEasyTaxPrep.com and Premium Multiservice LLC, who are working together to create a comprehensive business experience for new and existing tax preparers who are seeking to create or grow their tax preparation clientele. The first module that's included in your tax preparers module guide is the Concrete Tax Business Foundation. Once you get enrolled in your program, the first module you'll be going through is the Concrete Tax Business Foundations. If you recall earlier, the first step to becoming a six-figure tax professional was all about the credentials. Additionally, we'll break down the differences between the PTIN, the EFIN, the EIN, everything you need to know. And we will walk you through step by step on how to get a PTIN and an EFIN to become what we like to call IRS official. So the first module in the Tax Preparers membership is the Concrete Tax Business Foundation, easily valued at over $497. Module 2 is the Ultimate Guide to Business Branding. This module covers such things as creating a business name, creating a business logo, business branding, setting up a business domain, setting up a business email address, business social media pages, Google My Business Setup, all the good stuff to get you up to date with regards to how to run your business in today's environment. Reviewing over the Tax Preparers Module Guide with what's included, Module 1, Module 2, Ultimate Guide to Business Branding, a $747 value. What else is included? Module 3, where we'll review Mindset Mastery. The Mindset Mastery module covers Be the Boss, extreme ownership and creating an abundant mindset. It also goes over the tax season and goal setting, understanding the importance of proper planning for a successful tax season. The key is consistency, how to track and monitor your progress to ensure you're hitting the right pace and achieving your goals. At this point in the review, we have modules 1, 2, module 3, which is Mindset Mastery, a value of $497. But we're not done yet. We have module 4, which talks about the six-figure marketing strategies. Because we want you to be successful, we made sure to include marketing strategies in the module set. And the 4th module covers marketing tools for massive growth, which includes CRMs, customer relationship managers, the different options that are available, offers an incentive to get more customers, some tools that you can use that are available, six-figure marketing foundations, which helps you establish the tax filer clients and their traits, as well as early season filers, which is in-season versus late season. We made sure to also include in this module six-figure marketing strategies, identifying your ideal customers, fast prospecting strategies, list building, Facebook groups, and so that you can use them correctly, referral programs to see massive growth, social media marketing strategies, as well as Facebook advertising campaigns. All of these things that add value so that you can increase the probability of you being successful. So everything that's included again, Module 1, Concrete Tax Basis Foundations, Module 2, Ultimate Guide to Business Branding, Module 3, Mindset Mastery, Module 4, Six-Figure Marketing Strategies, valued at about $1497. We're also going to go ahead and add in the bulletproof operations and sales in module number 5. And this module covers privacy and disclosure forms, pricing your services, pricing methods and what to avoid, expert tax tips, client relationship management, tools for smooth operations, and also virtual intake forms for an automation process that's more streamlined. So now we're up to 5 modules, which include the bulletproof operations and sales at $747 value, total value looking at $39.85, $3,985 for just these modules alone. We're going to go ahead and include the module 6, which is a level up, the amateur versus the pros. This module covers topics such as stand out with professional grade software, most common tax forms little cheat sheet. It includes information about what is due diligence, and it goes through information about getting acquainted with your professional grade software so that you can be smooth whenever you help your clients. So now we're adding the module 6 value of the level up, amateurs versus the pros, at $997 value. Total value of this, $4,982. Not only that, we're going to go ahead and include a bonus module, a tax professional, tax advantages, record keeping for tax breaks as a tax professional. What are the good ways for you to keep your books clean? So with the additional bonus module, tax professionals, tax advantages, a $487 value, the total value of the tax preparers membership, tax preparers module guide, $5,479. What else is included in your membership? Support. The modules will give you the information. However, sometimes barriers come up and situations come up that keep you from succeeding in certain parts of the process. Our team will be there to see you through those steps and increase the probabilities of you making sure that you are able to get your credentials. We also include an affiliate opportunities whenever you start your membership. We'll share some sample tax preparations that we have available so that you can navigate through your software promptly. And on top of all that, we'll include the online tax preparation software into the mix with no additional cost. But that value that you saw earlier, that's $5,400 and something dollars, that's not how much you're going to have to invest to get this entire package, to activate your membership and get the modules and get the support and start your business. You're not going to pay $5,479. You're not going to pay $3,987. You only have to put in 12 monthly payments of only $299, and grand total value of $8,976 yours if you click below and activate your membership for $299 a month. We will start the process of releasing the modules to you. We will start the process of sharing with you the access for the online tax preparation software. We will start the support process so that you can create your EPIN and become your own boss. For $299 a month for 12 months, your membership will be active and will support you in all this process that we've gone through.